So what I'm here to talk about today, welcome Monday, new moon, new Monday being moon frequency. It's not a new moon. We're about to welcome in the full moon on Saturday. We'll be welcoming the full moon to come. And that moon is going to come with a whole bunch of activations as well. So we'll get to that later in the week. But what I really wanted to speak today to is that you are not alone. You are not alone. And as things are moving into kind of a hyperbolic ascension model, like everything's moving very intensely forward, we're seeing a lot of separation. And I always try and stay super neutral in my own world. And even I'm seeing it in a lot of expressions of, let's see what just happened there. Seeing it in a lot of expressions of just these fundamental belief systems that we hold deep inside, right? These fundamental belief systems that we hold deep inside, and really wanting to share with the people that we love, right? So as there's deconstruction and reconstruction of new frequencies, and the desire is to share, and when we start to wake up and turn on and gather information that all might not be as it appears in all of the spaces and places, and we're wanting to share, and we're wanting to share our truth, and we're wanting to share our belief systems, and that's creating in some ways more separation, more divide. And so what I'm hearing from a lot in the spiritual community, and a lot of people who have been on an active journey of awakening and looking at things through different lenses, and looking at things through different eyes, and opening to new possibilities that perhaps were not available for their consciousness before. And there's this thing that's happening of where there's everyone stair-stepping at different times in different places and having different realizations. And it can leave us feeling really alone, especially when the people that we love and the people that we're in intimate relationships with, family, friends, partners, in business or in life, are having different or even contrasting belief systems, attaching to something different than perhaps you're attaching to. And it can lead to this sensation of isolation, of being alone, of how do I communicate what my truth is and what I'm getting turned on to, what I'm seeing, what I'm sensing, what's feeling and resonating as truth within me, if those around me aren't able or aren't in a place to receive it, to even entertain it, to even listen to something that might be a possibility. Right? Because what's happening right now as the third density is shifting into fifth dimensionality, and then we're starting to find a stable ground in the four, is that fundamental belief systems are being rocked to their core. And where there is attachment to the fundamental belief systems, right? There's so much fear up in the collective. And part of the fear that's being fed to you is to hold you in fear body, which holds you in third dimensionality. The mind is constructs of programs of third dimensionality. The soul is the pathway to the freedom and the higher wisdom, the higher vibration. And not everybody is able to access the wisdom of their soul at this time, especially because everything is getting so loud, right? Everything is getting so loud to hold in fear and to collapse and to disintegrate that inner wisdom. And so how do we move? How do we move? You never need to convince anybody of a truth that you resonate with. It is not your job to convince anyone of a truth that you resonate with. It is your opportunity to hold that truth as sovereign within your own body. The image that came today is that when we are going in trying to convince to the minds of those that are programmed in the third density, trying to convince them that what they believe or perceive is wrong, or that there's another right, that what you're doing is in fact lowering your own frequency into third dimensionality. When you are talking mind to mind, you are holding the density of the third dimensionality that is wired and programmed in fear. So you say, so how do I move ahead? I feel alone. I love these people. I want them to know that the truth as I perceive it, and everyone has a different perception of their truth right now. I'm not here to say that your truth is the truth. I'm here to say that whatever resonates and vibrates in your own body is true for you. And how do we move into our truth and into communion and union with around us with the people that we love if their truth is vibrating is different than your truth? So how we do this is by moving back into our inner wisdom, moving back into your soul's wisdom, by getting into your sovereignty, finding that space where you're relaxed, where you don't have to prove for anything and you can allow for everything. And how we commune from higher density, from higher dimensionality, is we move to our higher self and we commune to those that we love's higher self to higher self. We do this through prayer. We do this through meditation. We do this through being very intentional. So when you're sitting and you're sitting in connectivity through earth and through heaven, you're sitting in the truth of your own light. You connect to those that you love in their light frequency. You see them as pure light. You connect higher self. And you offer them the light as you perceive it from higher self. What you can't speak to, mind to mind, you can speak to heart, soul to soul. This is how we commune and communicate in higher dimensionality. So move into the space where you are in your greatest expression of light and of love. And meet your people, meet those that you love, meet them there. It isn't always through words that we connect. It's through essence and vibration and higher dimensionality that we connect. It's important to know that your soul's wisdom, this came through today too, is permanently woven in the fabric of the universe. It can never be taken away. It does not need to be proved for. It does not need to be agreed upon by many in order for it to be holding as its truth. Your soul's wisdom is imprinted and permanently woven in the fabric of the universe. It cannot be taken away. You do not have to prove for it. You get to allow for it. That your soul's wisdom is your soul's wisdom. It is your truth if it resonates as truth within your own being. It can never be taken away, nor does it need to be proven. You are not alone. No matter how lonely, how out there on a limb your consciousness perceives to be, no matter how distant you feel from those that you have loved for so long, you are not alone. You are here as a courageous galactic crew of light beings. It is important that you find those that resonate as the same truths as you, as resonate in the same frequency. No matter what it is that they're speaking, that they resonate and you feel comfort within them. There's so many groups, there's so many communities, there's so many spaces and places to reach into to find those who resonate in vibrational truth. You are not alone. You are here with unity, with galactic beings, with earth energies. They're showing themselves to you more and more and more. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. And you do not need to convince the people that are closest to you to think the way you think, to believe the way you believe, to awaken the way you are awakening. They will come in time. Be the lighthouse. Be in your purest grace, in your greatest expression of light. And those who are moving through the awakening process, they will find you like moths to light. It is in your light that you shall be your greatest service. When you find yourself arguing or fighting to convince, to speak to the mind, you have lost your vibrational frequency. So there's nothing to convince. Speak that which you believe to be true without attachment to where it lands, how it lands, who sees it, believes it, or honors it to be true. You are not alone. We are here collectively rising together as one, as the collective consciousness expands. You must trust. You must hold steadfast and true. You must not give up. You must start to seek for where you are more connected than you are disconnected. You must move with the resonance of your own truth and hold space for those who you love to awaken to the truth as it is revealed through them. You must know that you are loved. You must know that your service here on this planet, on this earth plane, is so valued, that you are doing deep soul work, and that we shall all rise together in time. You are loved. You are honored. I love you. I honor you. Have a beautiful, blessed day. And thank you.